pagpapatuloy sa amin at pagbibigay ng kalakasan sa bawat isa sa amin. Nakapagod ko kayo at patuloy ko kami gabayan sa oras na ito maging sa aming mga kakalakayan. Ngayon kayo ito mag-guide sa amin sa buong session ito. Patuloy ko po ang Panginoon sa buong araw na kayo din po ang magbigay ng kalakasan sa bawat isa sa amin. Ito ang samot talaga at matapos sa pangalan ni Jesus. Amen. Taas ko natin natin mga kabayan para sa ating counselors. And ang Philippine counselor,
committed by law to enact measures in ordinances that relate to the general welfare of the constituents and their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity. I believe in public service to myself as a guide principle of my nation acts, and as the head of pathways of local legislation, may be the mighty guide of mind and heart, and shall show my myself to be a people.
Thank you. Please be seated. Last time corrected, it's not fourth, it's fifth regular session. Please call the roll, Mr. Secretary.
Good morning, everyone. May I please call the roll? Honorable Richard Palan, Honorable Stalwart Joseph Benedicto, Honorable Sarah Jean Abon, Honorable Emilio Badua, Honorable Nathan Samla Anilaw, Honorable Ezekiel Rodriguez, Honorable Hayati Tugasat, Honorable J. Mart Nainge, Honorable Georgia Linjoy Jackson, Honorable Nerelia Bacaldo, Honorable Jason Reyes Pini. Madam Presiding Officer, there are 9 members present for constituent quorum of the First of Business.
Okay, the chair declares a quorum, and as such, we can now transact our agenda for today's regular session.
Maraming salamat po, bilang tagapagmulo. Pleasant morning to everyone, my dear colleagues. As we formally start, may I read the Bible scripture sa mga Taga-Filipos 4, verses 5 to 9. Ipadama ninyo sa lahat ang inyong kabutiang loob, malapit nang dumating ang Panginoon. Verse 6, huwag kayong mabalisa tungkol sa anumang bagay. Sa halip, hingin ninyo sa Diyos ang lahat ng inyong kailangan sa pamamagitan ng panalangin na may pasasalamat. Verse 7, at ang kapayapaan ng Diyos na hindi kaya mawala ng tao ang siyang mag-ingat sa inyong puso at pag-iisip dahil sa inyong pagkikiisa kay Kristo. Verse 8, bilang pagtatapos, mga kapatid, dapat maging laban ang inyong isip ang mga bagay na dapat at pagpupuri. Mga bagay na totoo, marangal, matuwid, malinis, kainibig at kagalang-galang. Isagawa ninyo ang lahat ng inyong natutunan, tinanggap, narinig at nakita sa akin. Sa gayon, sasayin niyo ang Diyos na nagbibigay ng kapayapaan. Tugan di order ko rin sa napak muli po sa ating mga puso. Before we proceed, Madam Chair, to the reading and consideration of minutes, I move that the agenda, order of business for today's regular session be adopted.
Any second?
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve and adopt the agenda prepared by our secretary.
Item number 4, reading and consideration of the minutes of the previous session. Madam Chair, I presume everybody already has the copy and already reviewed it. There being no more amendments, Madam Chair, I move for the adoption of the minutes of the 4th regular session of the 35th Sangguniang Bayan of Crooks Point, Palawan, held last July 28, 2025.
Councilor Canino.
I apologize, but can we ask for 2 minutes? I haven't read it.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I withdraw, Madam Chair, my previous motion. Madam Chair, no more amendments from my colleagues. I move for the adoption of the minutes of the fourth regular session of the 36th Sangguniang Bayan. So, Madam Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we adopt and approve the minutes of the fourth regular session.
Sir, on item number 5 and 6, there being no manifestation from the colleagues to avail their time and privilege in question hour, may we now proceed, Madam Chair, to the item number 7. This representation would like to direct the good secretary to kindly read the referrals one by one.
Item number 1, a letter from Mr. Bernard Gersale requesting SP endorsement for the proposed operation of Minchar Incorporated in compliance with the requirements for the application for SAP clearance.
The said measure, Madam Chair, be referred to the committee and by chaired by Honorable Gasan.
Number 2, ordinance number 3, series of 2025 mula sa Sangguniang Barangay ng Malis, isang ordinansa na pinapatupad ng Barangay Malis, Brooks Point, Palawan, na magkaroon ng curfew hour dito sa Barangay Malis.
The said measure, Madam Chair, be referred to the committee on rules, laws, ethics, public order, and good governance, chaired by Honorable Gasan.
Number 3, a letter from the municipal mayor requesting for the concurrence of the majority of the SB members of the appointment of Engineer Wood Ryan Miranda as Municipal Government Department Head 1 or Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer and certified as urgent.
Same referral, Madam Chair, committee on rules.
Number 4, Sangguniang Kabataan Annual Budget and Annual Barangay Youth Investment Program for CY 2025 of the Barangay Poblacion District 1.
Said referral, Madam Chair, be referred to the committee on finance, chaired by Honorable Gasan.
Number 5, Sangguniang Kabataan Annual Budget and Annual Barangay Youth Investment Program for CY 2025 of Barangay Ipilan.
Same referral, Madam Chair, chaired by Honorable Gasan.
Approved.
Madam Presiding Officer, we have here another communication from the Municipal Mayor addressed to the Honorable Presiding Officer and Sangguniang Bayan members requesting for consideration and approval for a budget augmentation amounting to 1,113,465 pesos and 26 centavos to support requests for monetization and loyalty pay for the current fiscal year from funds allocated for terminal leave under Sangguniang Bayan Office.
Said measure be referred to the committee on finance, chaired by Honorable Gasan.
Another communication, Madam Chair, from the Municipal Mayor, respectfully forward Officer Estimate is municipality that hear an application for accreditation of the following association: Kalipunan at Mambalon. Mga Kalipunan.
The measure for the be referred to the Committee on Finance, shared by Honorable Lacanera. So,
Approved.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
we are now on the chair of item number 8, Committee Report. The good gentleman from Barangay Poblacion Dos would like to take the floor to render this committee report on social services. Kindly recognize Madam Chair.
Councilor Benedito is recognized.
Beg your pardon, Madam Chair. It's District 1.
Thank you, Mr. Majority Floor Leader, and of course to our Madam Presiding Officer, and to this honorable body, and to everyone, a pleasant and wonderful morning. I rise to present this morning to this honorable August body the committee report of the Committee on Social Services, Women, Children, Family, Moral Recovery, and Values Promotion regarding on the referred matter, particularly the cases of mendicancy within the municipality of Brooks Point, and of course there are certain amendments to the existing mendicancy ordinance of the Brooks Point. And upon discussions with the concerned offices and agencies during the committee meeting, this committee recommends that the existing mendicancy ordinance of the Brooks Point be amended in order to strengthen its implementation and to address the current problems of mendicancy within the Brooks Point, and that the matter be approved and be included for second reading in today's regular session. And therefore, Madam Chair, I move for the adoption of the committee report 2025 number 35.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we adopt the committee report rendered by the Chair of the Committee on Social Services, Councilor Benedito.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, the gentleman from who would like to render this committee report and acknowledge SB Lacanera.
Councilor Lacanera is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to the Majority Floor Leader. Allow me to present our committee report. This is committee report number 2025-34. Subject, the status and the findings regarding the seawall project in Balacan, Barangay Pangobilian, Brooks Point, Palawan. The Committee on Infrastructure and Communication, with the presence of our Municipal Engineer Rahul Quijano, as well as the representative from the Provincial Government of Palawan, and the Municipal Engineering Office headed by Engineer Rahul Quijano. We have visited the area and discussed the said seawall project in Balacan. The project was intended to serve as a coastal protection measure to prevent the erosion and the damage to properties and livelihoods along the shoreline. But we have found out that based on the ocular inspection and the engineering assessment and consultations, the committee noted the following. First off is the structural issues. There are several sections of the seawall showed early signs of cracking and deterioration. There's also evidence of erosion and scoring the base of the wall. We also have some material concerns. the inconsistent workmanship across the section of the wall. And in light of the foregoing findings, the committee respectfully recommends the following. First is the immediate rectification. We have directed the contractor, St. Timothy Construction Corporation, to undertake corrective measures at no additional cost to the government, in accordance with the warranty provision under the contract. And the contractor agreed to start the rectification today, August 4, 2025. And the timeline for the construction or repairs is about 13 days. Second is the technical audit. We commissioned our municipal engineering office to conduct a technical audit and inspection upon the rectification of the defective project. And with this, I'm requesting for the adoption of the committee report number 2025-34.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve and adopt committee report number 2025-34, rendered by Councilor Lacanera.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to my colleagues.
Madam Chair, once again, the good gentleman from Population Puro would like to render his committee report. Kindly recognize SPD. The gentleman from Population Puro would like to render his committee report, Madam Chair. Kindly recognize SPD Palitan.
Councilor Balyan is recognized.
Thank you po sa ating floor majority leader, and good morning po sa ating presiding officer and to my colleagues. I have here committee report 2025 number 36, subject and Joint Committee on Health and Committee on Rules, Laws, Ethics, Public Orders, and Good Government. Subject and ordinance creating and establishing the Barangay Elimination Program, its composition, function, and providing funds for it. I believe everybody has a copy. I go to recommendation of the body. The Joint Committee on Health and Committee on Rules, Laws, Ethics, and Public Order, and Good Government recommends to the Sangguniang Bayan the approval of the above-mentioned ordinance of Barangay Mainit as it was in accordance with the laws and existing municipal ordinances relative to the malaria control and elimination hub in this municipality. The copy of this committee report be furnished to concerned barangay information and ready reference. With that po, I move for the adoption of the committee report 2025 number 36.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve the adoption of committee report 2025 number 36, rendered by Councilor Balyan.
Here, committee report 2025 number 37, subject an ordinance establishing Blood Samaritan program in the municipality of Brooks Point, providing funds thereof and other purposes. I move, I go to recommendation po. The above named committees recommends for the passage, the second and final reading during today's regular session po. With that po, I move for the adoption of the committee report 2025 number 37.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we adopt committee report number 2025 number 37.
Thank you po.
Madam Chair, before we proceed, may I request for a 2 minutes recess?
Okay. We'll have a 2-minute recess as requested by our majority floor leader.
highly recognize people here.
Councilor Balyan is recognized.
Thank you po, Madam Chair. Sa ating Councilor Alquiel. Committee on Environment, Protection, Natural Resources, Housing, and Land Use. Committee Report number 2025 number 38. Subjects po, number 1, a letter from Mr. Alex Arabis, OIC resident, mine manager of the Pila Nickel Corporation, requesting of Sangguniang Bayan endorsement for the renewal of the Strategic Environmental Plan clearance issued by the Palawan Council for Sustainable Development. Subject number 2, a letter from Mrs. Jocelyn Serna, requesting of the Sangguniang Bayan endorsement for the renewal of the permit for commercial sand and gravel quarry located at Barangay Pangilian, Cruz Point, Palawan. Subject number 3, a letter from Mrs. Erlinda D. Lopez requesting of the Sangguniang Bayan endorsement for the renewal of permit for Almasiga Prison of Mrs. Ana Laura Edwards. I go to recommendation po. Recommendation from item number 1, the August body recommend to conduct ocular inspection within the MST and conduct another committee meeting. And recommendation for item number 2, the August body recommends to conduct ocular inspection together with the MST and conduct another committee meeting. A recommendation for item number 3, the August body recommend for the passage and of the said measure for the second and final reading today's regular session. I move for the adoption of the committee report number 2, committee report 2025 number 38. Thank you po.
Madam Chair, under calendar business, may we proceed now to the letter D. This is for today, second reading. The good gentleman from the Sundos will render the key. Would like to take the floor for the second reading. Committee to invite. Believe ang Vice Chairman po natin si P. Balyan.
Ano sa'yo?
Yes po.
Ano sa'yo? A pleasant morning to everyone, our presiding officer, my colleagues, and our staff here in the Sangguniang Bayan, as well as to our secretary to the Sangguniang. I have here a request from Calabonan at Mambalot, mga Calabonan at Baicam, and RIC Poblacion District 1 for their accreditation. Though this is not requested by certified as urgent by a local chief executive, however, it is my personal knowledge, Madam Chair, that they need the accreditation as soon as possible for the determination of their seats in the for the People's Council, I believe. Kailangan ko yan. So therefore, the proponent is seeking for the urgency of these three measures.
Any objection? Hearing none, then the request for urgency is granted.
I have reviewed the documents attached to this request, Madam Chair, and they have complied with all the requirements set forth by the Memorandum Circular of the DILG, as well as our local guidelines in accreditation of different organizations as civil society organizations. At this juncture, I would like to move for the omnibus approval of a resolution accrediting Calabonan at Mambalot, Calabonan at Baicam, and RIC Poblacion District 1 respectively.
Okay, Councilor Lacanila is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to our majority for to the proponent. Do you have a hard copy for? Can we ask for a hard copy?
The review.
Yes.
Madam Chair, I'm seeking for a 2-minute for it to be printed.
Thank you.
And may I request the Secretariat to furnish Councilor Lacanilao or just show Lacanilao the documents.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Only Councilor Lacanilao, what about the rest? We also request a copy of the three bills. Okay, we'll have a 5 minutes recess.
During interpolation. Sorry po. Ay, okay.
May concurrence na si ano dito ah. Kasama ba yun?
Dito sa akin.
Kaya ka! Paano pa lang kayo ginagawa si Lord naman? Si Engineer mo.
Si Engineer, what's hindi man urgent? May urgency ba? Urgent ba?
The chair orders the resumption of our regular session.
Madam Chair, Madam, we understand that around Madam Chair.
Yes, but we will defer with your measure.
Madam Chair, for me to proceed, I will suspend our internal rules, particularly the order of business, to go back to the committee report.
Yes.
With that, Madam Chair, the good gentleman from Poblacion Uno would like to present this committee report, kindly recognize SBB, Madam Chair.
Councilor Benedictus recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Majority Coordinator. And this pertains to the committee report of the Committee on Social Services, Women, Children, Family, Moral Recovery, and Values Formation about the request of the Barangay Mainit for the review of Barangay Ordinance number 4, series of 2025, entitled An Ordinance Establishing a Barangay Child Development Center at Proper 1 Barangay Mainit, providing guidelines for its creation, management, and operation, and for other purposes. After review and evaluation, the committee finds that the enactment is within the powers and functions of the barangay, and that the fundings for the construction and initial operation of the said Child Development Center shall be sourced solely from the barangay funds and does not require any municipal appropriation or support, and that the ordinance does not conflict with any municipal ordinances or national law. With that, Madam Chair, this committee recommends that the said ordinance be considered as having passed the review of the Sangguniang Bayan. I move for the adoption of Committee Report 2025 number 33.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we adopt Committee Report number 2025 number 33, rendered by Councilor Benedicto.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, I move for the assumption of the order of business. Internal. We are now, Madam Chair, on item number 9, letter C. We are in the period of evaluation. Measure po na inihain ni SP Tianson. SP Tianson ni Medja. Ako po, sa period of evaluation naman.
Thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader. Madam Chair, since our Secretary is not yet around, may I just, instead of the draft copy of the resolution po, may I read the draft resolution, Madam Chair?
Tama ba yan?
Hindi naman po.
Di ba?
A resolution concurring a resolution accrediting Calabunan at Mambalot for purposes of representation in the local special bodies and other government undertakings. Whereas Section 34 of Republic Act 7160, otherwise known as the Local Government Code of 1991, provides that local government units shall promote the establishment and operation of people's and non-governmental organizations to become active partners in the pursuit of local autonomy. Before I continue, Madam Chair, may I inform po my colleagues that I sent din po the draft in our group chat. Whereas Section 35 of the same code further encourages local government units to enter into joint ventures and such other cooperatives arrangements with people's and non-governmental organizations to engage in the delivery of certain basic services, capability building, and livelihood projects. Whereas Calabunan at Mambalot with office address at Barangay Mambalot, Brooks Point, Palanas, duly submitted all required documents pursuant to the guidelines of the accreditation of civil society organizations issued by the Department of Interior and Local Government. Now, therefore, I move for its approval, Madam Chair.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve the accreditation of Mambalot by camp.
Calabunan at Mambalot, Madam Chair.
Calabunan at Mambalot.
Yes, Madam Chair. And same content with the mga Calabunan at BICAM. And should my colleagues wish to examine the documents, Madam Chair, it is here with me po. Next, Madam Chair, I move for a resolution approving the accreditation, a resolution accrediting mga kalabunan at BICAM or MKE BICAM.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we also approve the accreditation of mga kalabunan at BICAM.
Another, Madam Chair, is a resolution accrediting RIC Poblacion District 1.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, we likewise approve the accreditation of RIC Poblacion District 1.
Another motion for urgency for the accreditation of Maasin Fishermen Association, Maasin Vegetable Gardeners Association, Rural Improvement Club, Mainit Chapter.
Any objection? Hearing none, then your request for urgency is granted.
At this juncture, Madam Chair, I move for an omnibus approval of the resolution accrediting Maasin Fishermen Association, Maasin Vegetable Gardeners Association, and Rural Improvement Club, Mainit Chapter. I so move, Madam Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve the accreditation of Maasin Fishermen Association, Maasin Vegetable Gardeners Association, and Rural Improvement Club Mainit Chapter. And second and final reading.
Madam Chair, since we are under the unassigned business, I have here a request coming from our local chief executive requesting for the concurrence of Mr. Maud Ryan R. Miranda for the position of Municipal Government Department Head 1, Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer. Madam Chair, I move for a 2-minute recess po for the draft to be printed.
Okay. So, Councilor Tucanilaw. So, can we invite Engineer Tucanilaw? We'll have a 5-minute recess. The chair orders the resumption of our regular session.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I have here with me a copy of the request of our local chief executive for the concurrence of the appointment of Mr. Maud Ryan R. Miranda for the position of Municipal Government Department Head 1, Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer. The attachments of the said request are the following: the appointment, the oath of office of Mr. Miranda, the certificate of assumption to duty, the certification as to funds availability, his personal data sheet, among others, Madam Chair. And may I move for the suspension of our rules for us to be able to hear from the appointee himself, Mr. Miranda. Okay, Mr. Miranda, you have the floor.
Isang magandang umaga po sa ating lahat, sa ating pong presiding officer at sa ating pong distinguished members po ng body. So, I am Muhammad Ryan Reborcio Miranda, currently po appointed as the Local Disaster Risk Reduction Management Officer po ng MDRMO. So, first of all po, gusto ko pong magpasalamat kay Mayor Jun po sa kanyang opportunity na ilagay po ako dito sa napakabigat na position na po na ito. No? Ganun din po yung pasasalamat ko po dito sa ating institusyon, sa Sangguniang Bayan po, no? sa loob po ng may isang kalating taon po na ako po ay nag-officer in charge, ay naramdaman ko po yung suporta po ng aming pong tanggapan, lalo na po sa mga legislative measures po na meron pong aming opisina. So, rest assured po, yung aming pong tanggapan, katuwang po ang ating pong MDRMC chairperson ay patuloy pong magbibigay po ng public service with a heart po na talagang i-ensure po natin yung safety po ng ating community. So, I believe po, sa loob po ng isang kalating taon, ay marami na po kami naging accomplishment. Lalo na po sa isa sa pinakamahalagang goal po namin is yung pagpapalakas po ng ating community-based DRR. So katuwang po natin ang iba't ibang barangays na I believe po is very much happy po sa naging actions po natin. Bagamat hindi pa po talaga perfected po yung actions namin, I think po it's a small step towards having a resilient community. Ganun din po sa mga future endeavors po namin. Rest assured po, the commitment po of our office still the same po. Kung ano po yung commitment po ni Mayor. So, supportahan po namin 100%. At the same time po, yung po pagiging resilient community ay unti-unti po natin i-attain. So, thank you so much po for the opportunity.
Since nandiyan ka na din, yung mga gusto ko na ma-clarify.
Yes,
May building tayo dito, yung pasarap ng DLG, oh. Ganda.
Yes, ma'am.
Yan ba yan ay ano?
Yes, ma'am.
MTR building?
Yes, po. Ito po ay bagong emergency operations center po natin. Meron na po kami go signal na maglipat po dyan. But due to concerns po pagdating sa electricity, as of now po kasi hindi na po siya nakatap sa palengke po dahil sa concerns po sa application. So we are still waiting po doon sa ma-finalize. Kasi po, advice ni engineer po, wait po kami doon sa pagbibigay pa ng final connections po doon sa building.
Okay. Alam ko may mga na hindi na-review ng mga empleyado. Ngayon ba ay ilan yung nabawas sa inyong workforce?
I think ma'am nasa 10 po, more or less. Pero halos lahat naman po nakabalik na. At saka marami pong supplement na mga personnel po na nilagay po dito sa amin.
Councilor na Inge.
Good morning, Sir Paul, and congratulations for that. At meron lang po akong tanong, although pinag-usapan na natin nakaraan, but siguro ilagay ko din ulit dito kung possible po ba na mag-traffic natin sa badminton player at least one of the evacuation center. Unlike the other municipality, we have our neighbor municipality ay nagkakaroon po sila ng sharing dito badminton, Nara, Espanyola, sa badminton evacuation nila. But yung kami sa badminton naman po, and kapag meron pong disaster, ay willing to adjust naman din po sila. And also, madami sa yung officer, ay siguro ang isa po sa gusto ko rin sabihin ay engineer mo, yun po regarding sa ating facility. Ano po? At medyo marami po yung facility ni NDR na unutilized din po. Sana ay ma-utilize din.
Thank you sir sa po. So sir, sa concern po ng badminton court, as stated po, yung pong hini-request po ninyo na disaster operation center po, ito po ay grant ni DPWH po, no? So ito po ay phase 1 pa lang. So hindi po talaga siya complete. And we already have resolution po last year requesting po sa ating second district congressman po, kay Sir JCE po, na kung pwede mafundingan po siya ulit ngayon. So siguro po mag-resubmit na lang po kami doon para po talaga ma-utilize natin yung buong property. No? So during COVID times po, ito ay ginamit as isolation facility where the LGU po was allocated funds para doon sa mga cubicle. Ito po ay naka-capitalize as capital expenditure po ng LGU. So doon sa concern po nila is kailangan po clear out po yung structure sa loob, ma'am. So ang concern na po is kailangan na po may request po sa COA na i-dismantle po natin properly po, no? So with the help na rin po ng ating accounting and engineering office. So for us po kasi, yung sa concern po ng sharing, wala naman pong problema. But the concern kasi was raised from the ALG itself na baka ma-call out po tayo na ginagamit yung pinaka-primary facility po natin as na evacuation center as temporary sports center po natin. Pero dito po sa disaster operation center, hindi naman talaga siya na-utilize pa dahil nga po hindi siya kompleto. I think workable naman po yung request mo, sir. Yun lang po, medyo hindi talaga siya prim and proper po na facility na completed. May mga areas po talaga na hindi talaga siya fully developed. So, yun na lang po siguro yung ano natin. So.
Go ahead.
Since you mentioned din po, sir, really back po kayo. Doon po sa ating old evacuation, is is it possible po ba na kung sakaling ito tayo siya?
As stated po ng ating po mga kasamahan sa LGU, the old municipal evacuation center po will be utilized as warehousing ng DSWD. Dahil I think it's time na po na magkaroon tayo ng malaking stockpile ng ating mga relief goods po. So at the same time po, si DSWD Regional Office po kasi, as long as may facility, they are willing po na maglagay ng thousands of family food packs, which is beneficial din po sa LGU. So last time po naglagay sila ng 10,000. So parang I think 8,000 po is can be utilized sa LGU po natin. So yun po. So it will be directly managed na po ng MSWD.
Sir, kapag sakali na ipapaalam po yung once evacuation, doon na po sa MSWD and no longer in your office.
Yes po, sir. Bali, under na po ng management ng MSWD po. Once na nakalipat na po kami, sir.
So yun lang, Madam Chair. We're hoping and praying lang po sa community dahil we cannot avoid na kumpara po yung mga player. Although pinapaliwanagan naman po natin sila na different funding resources po yung mga facility. But yun nga po, hindi rin po mapaliwanag sa kanila kasi lagi po sinasabi na bakit daw po sa ganito po yung sitio, nagagamit naman, ganyan. So, with the explanation of Sir Mo, we are enlightened. Na siguro kung gusto po natin na gamitin, yun nga po na kasi hindi po dito sa zone. Kung siguro gamitin ng mga basketball players, ay later doon na po sa MSWD papaalam.
Madam Chair, I move for the resumption of our session under regular rules.
Yeah, but before that, sa pag-iikot namin ng mga schools ay nakita namin yung need talaga ng mga classrooms. Dati, yung ginawa natin, nagtayo tayo ng mga evacuation centers sa mga schools na ngayon ay ginagamit rin naman talaga as evacuation center and at the same time classrooms. Pwede pa bang magawa yan?
I think, as of now, meron pong batas po na pinasap yung ating mahal na Pangulo, which allows po yung massive creation po ng mga evacuation centers, but hindi po specific na sa school po. And as much as possible nga po, yung mga evacuation centers po natin, hanggat maaari po, nililimit po yung sa schools talaga. So, but given po yung instances ng ating pong locality, majority talaga ng evacuation center is schools po. So, I think po, i-revisit po naman yung policy po na meron kung ano po yung magagawa po natin regarding that.
Oo, kasi alam ko na yung nakita namin ni na SB Benedito and SB Badwa, yung need, di ba, sa Mambalot. E, syempre, yung SCF natin, magkano lang naman yun. Maghahanap tayo ng solusyon na pagtulungan natin yung school na at the same time ay ma-address din natin yung kakulangan sa evacuation center. Sabi ko, laki yung pondo ng magkano bang pondo ng NDRR?
Last year, ma'am, 35.
35?
Yes, ma'am.
Next
70%.
year?
Next year po will be 40.
40, oo. And baka pwede kong mag-allocate ng pondo para sa evacuation center ulit na ilalagay natin sa mga schools.
Noted.
Okay. Any other clarification or question sa ating newly appointed NDRR chief? Wala na po. We shall now resume. Councilor Jacho. You may now be seated. Engineer.
Madam Chair, Mr. Miranda is a bona fide resident of Brooks Point, Palawan, a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Petroleum Engineering and Bachelor of Science in Real Estate Management. He has earned 2 master's degrees and he became a project engineer in the local government unit of Brooks Point for almost 2 years and appointed as tax mapper. He was promoted to Local Assessment Operations Officer, and after 2 years as Local Assessment Operations Officer 3, and He was designated as the officer in charge of the Office of the Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer. I am now ready for interpellation, Madam Chair.
Any question? None. Councilor, our Majority Floor Leader, Councilor Rodriguez. Any objection? Hearing none.
Before I move for the concurrence, Madam Chair, I just would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. Mod Ryan R. Miranda for accommodating the request of the barangays and for the innovations in the preparedness when it comes to disaster and for promoting disaster resiliency among the barangays here in this municipality of Bruce Point. At this juncture, I would like to move for the approval of a resolution concurring the appointment of Mr. Mod Ryan R. Miranda as Municipal Government Department Head 1, Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer of the Municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan.
Any objection? Hearing none, then this resolution concurring the appointment of Engineer Mod Ryan R. Miranda as Municipal Government Department Head 1, Local Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Officer of the Municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan is hereby approved and adopted on its second and final reading.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, may I seek for a 1-minute recess, Madam Chair, for us to have a photo op with the head ng NPR.
Okay. Okay, the Chair orders the resumption of our regular session.
Madam Chair, under assigned stairs, the two gentlemen from Legacy would like to take the floor for his response or measure. Kindly recognize SP Lacanila.
Councilor Lacanila is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to our Majority Floor Leader. I have here a letter from our Municipal Mayor Cesario R. Benedito Jr. respectfully requesting the Sangguniang Bayan's consideration and approval for a budget augmentation amounting to 1,113,465 pesos and 26 centavos. This is to support request for monetization and loyalty pay for the current fiscal year from funds allocated for terminal leave under the Sangguniang Bayan Office.
Okay, any question or clarification with regard to this request? None?
Can I move for the approval, Madam Chair?
Go ahead.
And I move for the approval for a budget augmentation amounting to 1,113,465 pesos and 76 centavos.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve this budget augmentation amounting to 1,113,465 pesos and 26 centavos for monetization and loyalty pay for the current fiscal year from funds allocated for terminal leave under Sangguniang Bayan Office.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to my colleagues.
Madam Chair, I move for the temporal suspension of our internal rules, particularly the order of business for us to go back to the business for today and to give way to the to Councilor Benedito for his ordinance. Kindly recognize, Madam Chair.
The Councilor Benedito is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have here with me, and I believe everyone has a copy of an ordinance that would amend Municipal Ordinance number 2022-11 entitled An Ordinance Establishing an Integrated System for the Control and Eradication of Mendicancy, providing penalties, appropriating funds thereof, and for other purposes, by strengthening its implementation mechanism and revising its penal code. So, Madam Chair, sa existing provisions po, existing provision of the Municipal Ordinance number 2022, inamend po natin on this a proposed legislative measure. Inamend po natin Section 4 and Section 5, and makita rin po sa draft ordinance yung mga proposed amendments. Since nung nag-committee meeting po, may mga concerned agencies and offices po, no? Particularly yung MSWDO, PNP, and also the Poblacion District 2 and District 1. Sila po no, ay nahihirapan po when it comes to implementation, since kultura na po yung kalaban po nila, kahit ano pong gawin nilang pagtuturo, pagtulong kung paano sa importansya ng livelihood, ay hindi po talaga maiwasan, no, dahil sila po ay mabalik pa rin sa pagpapalimos. So yung mga amendments po na nandito ay ito po no, ay galing din po mismo sa mga implementing agencies for them to talagang i-address po no, yung mga concerns nila when it comes to mendicancy.
Okay, any question or clarification with regard to the proposed amendments?
Madam Chair, under period of interpolation, the two gentlemen from APN would like to take the floor. I recognize SB and
Councilor Leonde is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer, and thank you, Majority Floor Leader. And also to our proponent, Honorable Benedito. I only have a few recommendations siguro dito po sa ating implementing mechanisms. Can we put that the Coast Guard be part of the implementation, especially in the monitoring? Para po, since sila po yung aware doon po sa mga parating, so we all know that we already, yung family po na nandito, yung iba umalis na, yung iba ay nandito pa. But to avoid future and or hindi naman po to avoid or to make mas appropriate na action sa mga susunod, baka pwede natin ilagay that the Philippine Coast Guard shall be part of the monitoring for the incoming person. Possible. Paano kaya? Ano ang magandang terms? But siguro, kung amenable lang naman po yung ating proponent, Madam Presiding Officer.
Before we proceed, may I interrupt the speaker? May I suggest the good councilor that you put it into a motion about sa amendments instead of suggesting yung motion na lang.
But before we...
let the proponent make a comment on this.
Since it is for monitoring only, Madam Chair, I am amenable dito.
Before we proceed to the amendment period, Madam Presiding Officer, while we are in the interpellation period, I would like to commend yung pong effort ng committee under Councilor Benedito, yun pong kanyang initiative at pag-take ng action doon po regarding sa ating privilege speech. Also with the members po ng kanyang committee, thank you so much po. At ganoon din po sa colleagues natin, maraming salamat po. At alam po na yung simpleng ordinansa, simpleng amendment po na ito ay malaki po yung pwedeng maging impact, magandang impact doon po sa ating mga kababayan. At ganoon din po dito mismo sa mga namamalimos po dito sa ating bayan. Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer.
Minutes.
With that, the presiding officer, I move for the period of interpolation to be closed and be opening the period of amendments.
Okay.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move for the amendments of amendment for addition on under the section 4 implementing mechanism that the Philippine Coast Guard shall be part of the monitoring of the incoming medical sea within the municipality of Bruce Point. And may I also seek the help of the Secretariat for the better caption of the presiding officer.
Yes, ma'am.
The proponent is amenable to your proposed amendment that the Philippine Coast Guard be included.
Siguro, Madam Chair, I would work with, hand in hand with the Secretary para po mas ma-away po yung wordings natin and mas paano po natin masisingin po yung role ng Coast Guard. And also, Madam Chair, since nasa amendment na rin po tayo, may nakalimutan din po ako dyan. Yun po yung mga offenses sa mga pwede pong mag-exploit ng mga kabataan, mga limos, no? So, may din po ako doon. Since dito po sa proposed amendments po ay hindi ko po nasama. So,
Any other amendments, proposed amendments? Balingo President.
Madam Chair, and the proponent, this representation would like to move for an addition of another section that we be read as follows. Creation of trust fund. A trust fund shall be created for the penalties collected out of the imposed penalties for the violations of this ordinance. And a share of 50% shall be shared with the barangay apprehending teams wherever the violation was committed, Madam Chair.
Maybe there will be some changes in the numbering of the provisions.
Yes, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, may I explain po as to the reason? Because here, we have in the implementing mechanisms, nilagay po natin dito na magbubuo ng apprehending team at lahat po ng barangay ay mag-organisa ng Barangay Anti-Mendicancy Task Force composed of the punong barangay and the DPATs and the other agencies po. Since Madam Chair, kasama rin po ito doon and entail then some expenditures under the barangay po for its monitoring and for the apprehension. Kaya nararapat lamang po na may share po ang barangay sa mga penalties po na makukuha dito.
I'm amenable with that, Madam Chair, and that is a good amendment. No? Actually, gusto nga po sa atin na insentibo na lang. Kaso, medyo pa sa kung saan kukuha rin. But that is a good idea po na kukuha din po mismo sa mga collections po ng mga...
Opo, at yung trust fund naman po, Madam Chair, ay hindi naman po yun ibibigay na pera, kundi para po sa pag-promote at para sa pag-improve po ng mga barangay peace and action team, Madam Chair, sa mga barangay. So, programa din po ng, ibababa din po yung share na sa pamamagitan ng mga programa po ng ating lokal na pamahalaan. I so move, Madam Chair.
Second. Any objection? Hearing none, then we adopt the amendment. Amendments proposed by the League President.
Thank you very much.
Any other amendments, proposed amendments, or recommendations? No more? Councilor Rodriguez.
I will close the period of amendments so that for us to make comment for the approval of this ordinance.
Period of amendments are closed. We will now proceed with the approval of this measure.
Madam Chair, I move to approve an ordinance amending municipal number 2022-11 entitled An Ordinance Establishing an Integrated System for the Control and Eradication of Mendicancy, providing penalties, appropriating funds thereof, and for other purposes by strengthening its implementation mechanism and revising its penal provisions with certain amendments such as the inclusion of Philippine Coast Guard when it comes to monitoring and the addition of a additional provision, creation of trust fund. I so move, Madam Chair.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, and we approve this ordinance amending municipal ordinance number 2022-11 entitled An Ordinance Establishing an Integrated System for the Control and Eradication of Mendicancy, providing penalties, appropriating funds thereof, and for other purposes.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, under recess for today, the Councilor from Pamilyan would like to take the floor, and then recognize SP Igasa.
Councilor Vigasa is recognized.
Good morning, everyone. Before I proceed, humingi pa ako ng pasensya. Medyo late pa ako. Nag-celebrate pa kami ng aming San Juan po. Ayun ay nasa culture po ng isang Muslim. So maraming salamat. A resolution favorably endorsing the application of Certificate of Non-Coverage or CNC of Ms. Charlene E. Evangelista for the proposed construction of mini gasoline station located at Barangay Dr. Roxpine, Palawan. I am ready for the interpretation, Chair.
Councilor Lacandila.
Thank you, Madam Chair. To our proponent, can I ask where is the specific location of this mini gasoline station in Barangay?
Thank you, SPB. I think ito po, Barangay Tugtog. Sa corner na dito.
Saan po banda doon?
Dito po paglabas natin sa hospital, sa kabila.
Dito?
Sa kabila.
Dito.
Dito?
Mismo dito po.
Sa kanto?
Opo, kanto po nila.
Ito mismo.
Oo.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you to the proponent.
Thank you.
Any other question? No more?
Madam Chair, I move to close the period of interpretation.
Period of interpolation is now closed. Kindly move for the approval.
A resolution favorably endorsing the application for Certificate of Non-Coverage or CNC of Ms. Charlene A. Evangelista for the proposed construction of mini gasoline station located at Barangay Tugtog, Roxpine, Palawan, be approved and adopted.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve this resolution endorsing the application for certificate of non-coverage of the proposed construction of mini gasoline owned by Ms. Charlene A. Evangelista.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have one, Madam Chair. A resolution amending the request of Mrs. Ana Laura Edward for the application. A resolution approving the application for preliminary approval and locational clearance or PALSI under BP 220 of Pag-asa Homeowners Association Phase 2, Lot 6, LRC, PSS 3325, located at Poblacion District 2, Brooks Point, Palawan. I am ready for the interpretation, Madam Chair.
Anyone? No clarification? Councilor Canila.
I just want to move the close period of interpretation.
Any objection? Hearing none, then the period of interpolation is now closed.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And proceed with the approval.
A resolution approving the application for preliminary approval and locational clearance or PALSI under BP 220 of Pag-asa Homeowners Association Phase 2, Lot 6, LRC, PSA 3325, located at Poblacion District 2, Brooks Point, Palawan, be approved and adopted.
Any objection? Hearing none, then that resolution approving the application for preliminary approval and locational clearance of Pag-asa Owners Association Phase 2 is hereby approved and adopted on its second and final reading.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, the gentleman from Position would like to take the floor for his resolution. Kindly recognize SB Utility from Madam Chair.
Councilor Benedict is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you, Mr. Flora, Majority Leader. So, Madam Chair, I have here with me an ordinance establishing a Blood Samaritan program in the municipality of Brooks Point, providing funds thereof and other purposes. So, this proposed legislation would address and one of the present concerns, not just in the municipality of Brooks Point, but in everywhere, yun po yung kahirapan po sa pag-access po ng dugo due to many reasons. Siyempre, ito po yung high cost, lack of donors, lack of availability ng dugo, ng supply ng dugo, and also yung kawalan po ng blood bank na malapit po dito sa atin. So one of the features po ng ordinansang ito, nandiyan po yung financial assistance, nandiyan po yung establishment po ng blood donor registry, at yung pagpapaigting at pagpapalakas po natin ng ating public awareness campaign, bloodletting activities po, na initiative po mismo ng lokal na pamahalaan ng Brooks Point. And of course, yung creation po ng mga local system po natin sa kung paano ba mga referral systems natin, and yung transport systems po when it comes to sa mga supply po ng dugo. So, Madam Chair, if there's a questions now, I am ready for the interpretation.
Is any question or clarification with regard to this ordinance that our municipality badly needs? By the way, totoo ba na mayroon ng Red Cross sa Itarasa?
Hindi ko po, parang ayon po sa post, parang meron po.
Oo. Ano yung difference ng Blood Samaritan program at saka yung Red Cross? Ito yung sa blood, pag-ano lang natin.
Hindi po, Madam Chair, meron po dito sa Blood Samaritan program po, meron din po financial assistance. Since sa MSWDO po, no, ang nangyari po kasi, may pondo po tayo for medical assistance, pero hindi po siya specifically allocated po sa dugo. So, pwede pong may medical assistance lang. So, doon po lagi mabawas lahat ng pangailangan. So, ang isa po dito sa kagustuhan po natin, no, ay magkaroon po ng separate po na pondo para po sa dugo, especially po sa pagbayad po ng processing fee. That is,
mahal talaga yun.
sa lahat naman po ng mga kasama ating kagawad, no, nakaka-experience po tayo na lumapit sa atin na kailangan ng dugo, no, pero hindi natin mabili yung buong pangailangan nila. So this is one of the mapondohan po sana, no, and yan po ilalakarin po natin.
Thank you. Siguro din ako sinusuplayan. Our Liga President is
Thank you, Madam Chair. Under Section 8 po, sa functions ng committee, so meron vlog sa Maritime Program Committee na create, and nakalagay dito, functions of the committee, review and approve applications for assistance under the program. Now, ang tanong ko lang dito, since ang experience natin kapag humingi ng dugo, laging urgent yun. Kung ang committee pa ang mag-approve ng applications for assistance, hindi po ba siya tatagal pa o kailangan po natin na paano yung pag-approve na mas mabilis?
That is a good question, Madam Chair. Actually, Madam Chair, meron po tayong referral system, no? So, nagkakaroon po dyan na once po na may request, no, nalalapit po sa MHO, ang mangyayari po no ay mag-issue po ng referral agad ang MHO. So, may MOA din po kasi tayo sa mag-create po ng MOA between Red Cross and also the LGU. Meron po tayong partnership agreement dyan, ano? And yung sa approve application siguro, baka pwede pong maano natin, no? Para mas mabilis po yung pag-ano.
Madam Chair, later po under the amendment period na lang. Thank you.
Dito sa section 12, an initial amount of
Madam Chair, yung upon the committee meeting po, no, nagkaroon po ng initial na pag-uusap, amount of 500,000 po yung mangyayari. So yan po yung, hindi lang po yung sa assistance ng dugo, nandyan din po yung para sa mga gagastusin po, no, for the bloodletting activities and other logistics and financial supports po, para po sa pag-implement po ng program. And when it comes to appropriation po naman, yan po ay wala pa pong pondo, no? Pero nakalagay rin po dyan sa ordinansa na yan kung pwede po siyang makuhaan sa supplemental and other sources po ng budget.
Pwede bang 1 million na lang instead ng 500,000?
Pwede naman po, Madam Chair, kung nasa pleasure po ng ating mahal na mayor, no, kung mamarapati niya, hindi naman po. Pwede po.
Yes, the Liga President.
Madam Chair, I move for that we end the interpellation period and we proceed to amendments.
Okay, go ahead.
Under Section 8, that it be read as follows. A, review the assistance provided under the program. That's a move, Madam Chair.
Review the assistance provided under the program.
Yes, Madam
So
Chair.
we remove the approved application.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Any objection? Hearing none, then
Pwede po pa review and
review lang.
Review the assistance provided under the program para mas mapaganda siya. Na-review natin yung pagtakbo ng program. Yes.
review the assistance.
Bali sa
Wala
polisiya.
nang
Approval.
No more approval.
Opo. Sa polisiya na lang po yung Section 8. And another, Madam Chair, Section 12, an initial amount of
1 million.
1 million pesos shall be allocated from the general fund or other appropriate resources for the implementation of this program.
And
Yes.
Madam Chair, no, sa Section 7 din po, we will include no, syempre yung accounting office, budget office, and treasurer's office po when it comes to finance. Sa creation of Blood Samaritan Program Committee.
That would be Section
7 po, Madam Chair. Blood Samaritan Program Committee po.
Section 7. Take note of the amendment, Mr. Secretary.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Any other proposed amendments, Councilor Camilo?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and to the proponent. Under Section 7, the creation of the Blood Samaritan Program Committee, I hereby move the Sangguniang Bayan Chairperson of the Committee of Finance should be also included since there's going to be some budget that needs to be approved.
Of course, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
No more?
Madam Chair, I move to close the period of amendments.
Period of amendments is now closed.
So, Madam Chair, with that, I move for the approval of the ordinance establishing Blood Samaritan Program in the municipality of Brooks Point, providing funds thereof and other purposes with certain amendments, such as in Section 7, creation of Blood Samaritan Program Committee. We would include the accounting and also the SB chairperson on the committee on finance. Section 8, in the functions of the committee. Letter A, review the assistance application and remove the word approve. And on the funding and appropriations, initial amount of 1 million. So, I so move, Madam Chair.
Second.
Any objection? Hearing none, then he approved this ordinance establishing Blood Samaritan Program in the municipality of Brooks Point and providing funds thereof for other purposes. As amended.
Thank you, Madam.
Madam Chair, under unassigned business, the Ambassador from Barangay Pangilinan would like to take the floor for her measure. Kindly recognize SB Gasa.
Councilor Dugasa is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A resolution amending the request of Mrs. Ana Laura Edwards for the application of Almasiga Basin Strategic Environmental Plan or SEP clearance application, an increase in total area from 3.074 hectares to 7,626.14 hectares in this municipality. I am ready for the interpretation, Madam Chair.
What is the title of the committee report is for the renewal of permit of Almasiga RSC?
Last station po itong
What would be the title? What would be the title?
The exact title, Madam Chair.
Instead of just, I thought it's just an endorsement for the renewal of the permit, but the resolution actually is for the approval of an increase in the total area of the Almasigaresin coverage.
Yes, Madam Chair. Ang nag-raise lang po doon sa letter request po ni Mrs. Erlinda. But nung committee meeting kami po, nabanggit po ng PCSD ni Sir Ronald na actually meron na po silang safe clearance pero hindi tugma doon po sa ibang mga clearances nila tulad ng BCC nila at saka nung staff sa IPs clearance. So, ang dati po nilang ino-operate, parang nagkamali lang po yung PCSD ng pag-issue. Pero ang totoong application nila po ay isa 7.7 hectares po.
7,626 hectares instead of 3,700. Okay. 3,074 hectares.
Pag-amenda lang po ng safe clearance, meron na po silang safe clearance.
So the resolution is for the amendment.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Not for the endorsement. For the renewal.
Hindi po siya renewal. Actually, meron na po siyang safe clearance. Hindi naman po. Wala pong expiration.
Okay.
I-amenda lang po yung kanilang safe clearance.
Kasi yung title lang ang nandito yung requesting for the endorsement for the renewal. But yung resolution pala na kailangan is for the amendments ng coverage na Almasigaresin coverage ni Mrs. Laura Edwards from 3,700 hectares to 7,626 hectares. So, saan area ito? Anong barangay?
Barangay Mangnod po. Ang host po sa Barangay Samariñana, sa Lukon.
Malis. Barangay Imulnod. So, ibig sabihin,
may portion po yung Imulnod sa Barangay.
Hindi naman nagdugtong yun, no? Pero, so, ilan kaya ang ilang hectares ang na-increase sa Imulnod, ilang hectares ang na-increase dito sa Luzon, sa Mariñana, and Malis. Do you have any idea? Kasi parang na-double siya. Hindi naman binigay.
Wala po silang binigay na area. Pero yung sa map, Crystal, pinito yung map.
Thank you po. Regarding with the title for the presiding officer, is it the correct title na pwede natin ilagay? A resolution amending the request? Or tayo po ba yung tamang agency na mag-a-amend ng self-clearance? Or endorsing lang po tayo ng presiding officer?
Or resolution.
Kasi ayun sa ISER
Parang
sa PCSD.
Parang yung title kailangan mag-unin. Yung title lang kasi ano yun. Parang i-amend natin yung request niya, no? Mrs. Edwards. Pero the resolution should be
Madam Presiding Officer, with that I will I will move a motion later for the amendments of the title nila po. But siguro kung meron pong explanation yung ating proponent, but I think the title ay kailangan po talaga pag-uwi Madam Presiding Officer.
Thank you.
Yung title hindi dapat ganito. Parang a resolution amending the area, the actual area of coverage of Ana Laura Edwards, Almas Garensin, from 3,074 hectares to 7,626 hectares. Or a resolution approving the request of Mrs. Ana Laura Edwards to amend any recommendation, yung title dapat na bago para to reflect.
Madam Chair, before we proceed, since there are no more questions to be raised sa ating proponent, I move for to close the period of interpolation and move for the amendments na Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilor Naingin.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer, and to our proponent. As we have mentioned earlier during the period of interpellation, that the caption or the title of the said resolution needs to be replaced dahil para bang yun pong kasi ang nakalagay po dito, amending the request. Yung request ni Mrs. Ana ay Laura ang kailangan nating i-amend. At Madam Presiding Officer, before I move for the amendments, am I correct? The Sangguniang Bayan is not authorized to amend this clearance itself, and we are only endorsing any possible changes doon po sa PCSD. If the body have the knowledge about it, I am very much honored na marinig po.
What did you say?
Kasi po, Madam Chair, ang nakalagay po dito, ina-amend natin yung mismong SEP clearance ay tayo naman po ay nagre-recommend lang sa PCSD na dapat amendahan, Madam Presiding Officer.
At saka hindi yung set clearance ang pinapa. Yung area of coverage lang. Parang nabindi to approve the area of coverage para mag-conform to the clearance issued by the PCSD.
Madam Presiding Officer. I think, Madam Presiding Officer, nakalagay naman po dito sa whereases yung pong mga adjustment ng na kailangang baguhin. From 3,074 hectares to 7,626 hectares. So I think, Madam Presiding Officer, kahit title na lang po yung kailangan nating i-amend.
Exactly.
With that, Madam Presiding Officer, I move for the amendment of the caption or the title from a resolution amending the request of Mrs. Ana I. Laura Edwards for the application of Almasiga Residence Strategic Environmental Plan, set Clero's application in the increase in total area of 3,074 hectares to 7,626.14 hectares in the municipality of Brooks Point be amended into a resolution endorsing the amendments for the application of Almasiga Residence Strategic Environmental Plan, set clearance application of Mrs. Ana I. Laura Edwards, an increase in total area from 3,074 hectares to 7,626.14 hectares in this municipality.
Ulit yung first part.
Ano ba?
A resolution.
A resolution endorsing the amendments in the application of Almasiga Residence Strategic Environmental Plan. Endorsing, ini-endorse natin yun. Madam Presiding Officer, if the body have a suggestion in the title, para po mas papaganda yung caption bago natin ipadala sa PCST. Baka po tawanan tayo sa PCST sa caption.
Madam Chair, amendment to the amendment, Madam Chair. A resolution endorsing the request of Mrs. Ana I. Laura Edwards for her application of the amendment of the Almasiga Residence Strategic Environmental Plan areas for an increase in the total area from 3,074 hectares to 7 hectares in this municipality.
Come again. And
a resolution endorsing the request of Mrs. Ana I. Laura Edwards for the application of amendment of Almasiga Residence Strategic Environmental Plan.
Any second? Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve the new title or caption of this resolution.
Yes, Madam Chair.
Any comment from the proponent?
Okay, Madam Chair.
Pag-aralan na nila kung ano yung mas tama.
Madam Chair, may I clarify po, did the proponent already move for the approval?
Yes.
Okay.
Ay, hindi ko alam, Chair.
I already did the travel plan.
Okay, then you move with the approval.
Thank you, Madam Chair. A resolution endorsing the request of Mrs. Ana Laura Edwards for the application of amendments of Almasiga Residence Strategic Environmental Plan or SIP clearance application and increase in the total area from 3,074 hectares to 7,626.40 hectares in this municipality. Be approved and adopted.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve that resolution.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair, before we move for the Madam Chair, generally would like to take the floor under assigned business. Can I recognize Madam Chair?
The Liga President is recognized.
Apologies, Madam Chair, and to my colleagues. I know that we have seen Jollibee already. Kaya lang, kakapadala lang po ng HR ng balanse nila ng lahat. Madam Chair, last regular session, the local chief executive requested for the revision of our staffing pattern, and this is certified as urgent. I requested the HRMO to rectify po other provisions kasi hindi po siya align doon po sa ating naaprubahan na kamakailan na nauna. So they have binago na po nila. And thus, I am sponsoring a measure, a resolution approving the revised staffing pattern of the municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan. The first part is printed and I am now open for interpellation. Madam Chair, pardon po for the kind of measure, not a resolution but an ordinance.
How many Plantilia? Meron ba pala na-abolish? Plantilia?
Madam Chair, with that question, I am not aware.
Kasi nakalagay dito, the said revised staffing pattern includes the rationalization, upgrading, abolition.
Madam Chair, I have here the copy po. Madam Chair, may I request the Secretary to kindly print the page 2 of the draft.
May show yung red colored position na proposed. So magkakaroon ng legal officer. So how many will be created? How many Plantilia will be created?
Madam Chair, the proponent is not so sure with the answer. Therefore, I ask that if it is the wish of the presiding officer, we'll call HRMO. Because I'm only aware of the created offices, Madam Chair. Marami po kasi, andito po siya.
Medyo marami.
Ito po. Madam Chair. Kasama na po dyan yung tatlong offices.
Pero not necessarily naman na mapupunduhan agad next year.
Yes,
Second grade lang.
Opo.
Any other question? Councilor Padilla.
I am to close the period.
Any objection? Hearing none, then shall we now proceed?
At this juncture, I'd like to move for the approval of an ordinance, adoption of an ordinance approving the revised staffing pattern and organizational structure of the Municipality of Brooks Point, Province of Palawan.
Any objection? Hearing none, then we approve this ordinance, which is the revised staffing pattern of the Municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan.
Maraming salamat po.
Madam Chair, before we proceed to the item number 10, may I move for the sanction of the order of business, particularly the internal rules, is over. Madam Chair. Resolutions and ordinances per third reading, may I request the Secretary to kindly read if there is any measure. Item number 11, Madam Chair, under announcement, I believe you Secretary, si Abel yata ay may announcement regarding sa LNG. Tama ba?
Regarding sa?
LNG yata po.
Ayan sa LNG.
Apo.
And hindi sa LB regarding sa DLG.
Good morning po to our Sungay-Bayan members, to our presiding officer. We just received a memorandum from DILG po last week. This is not a new program po or award. This is a local legislative award 2025. Maybe some of you know it already. Pero po dito sa atin sa Brooks Point, our MLGOO ay ipupursue daw po. Nag-usap na rin po sila ni Madam Deciding to pursue that kind of award po. So, dito po sa Palawan, mostly nakaka-receive po ay Rizal, Orlan, and Nara. So, most of them, sila po yung mga municipality. So, if you will ask what is LLA, ito po yung mga award, ito yung award na binibigay po sa mga distinguished legislative bodies dito po sa Philippines. So, it is partnered by DILG and the PCL, I think so, as per our readings po. In connection with this, we just wrote last week po, the DILG province that we need to have a one-day training for the guidelines to explain. Medyo masalimuot po kasi yung guidelines. Para po siyang SGLG, but this award is focally pointed on legislative body po. So this will took from July 2022 to 2025 up to present. So the previous administration, yung third po ngayon. So this award is meron po siyang municipal. Katulad din po sa SGLG, we have the regional, we have the national. So with this po, we would like to ask your support. And kung probably po, kung August 6 po kasi sinunod namin ng training, if you can attend the guidelines po ng guidelines training, I don't know po kung CPD po yung mag-discuss or staff lang po, but this is an opportunity to our legislative body para may angat po. And as well, we are targeting an innovation for our Sangguniang Bayan. We're planning na po to digitalize. So, sa ngayon po, mahirap po talaga sa amin since we don't have any backup copy for soft copy. So, isa-isayin po namin yun, and hopefully, by next year po, we support our digitalization program for our Sangguniang Bayan. This for all of us naman din po, para na lang po saglit. And then, for the LLA, it will commence this month po. So, very cramming na po kami. So, we just need to have a training, probably August 6 po. So, mismo po si DILG, pumunta na po dito sa atin, nakapag-usap po kay Vice para po i-pursue nga po. Sabi niya, hindi man po natin makuha, pero basta masimulan po. So, it's a part of process to start up with our digitalization, in connection with our digitalization. Kung sino pong free by August 6, I do not know, wala pa pong response si DILG. Wala pa pong wala pa po siya. Yes po, we have requested August 6 po. Pero kung ano po, mag-sabi lang naman din po kami. Yun na po. Thank you po.